Good morning. Welcome back to Bookeemonsters. My name is PK. It is Monday again. It is September the 16th, and we are here to look at the new releases that are being published this week. We look at them a genre at a time. So on Mondays, we look at cozy mysteries. On Tuesdays, we look at mysteries and thrillers. On Wednesdays, we look at romance. On Thursday, we look at fantasy and science fiction. Friday is Freeform Friday. We get to do whatever we like to do, and often it is leftovers from the week because there's always lots of books, particularly cozies. Quick announcements: I don't have any sprints tonight. We'll have them tomorrow night. I do them 3 times a week, every Tuesday and Thursday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern, and on Saturday afternoons at 3 p.m. Eastern. Good morning, Kim. How you doing? Did you have a good rest of your weekend and night? I got a lot of crocheting done, and I have adjusted my Christmas crochet gifting, and it is a much more reasonable plan. So there it is. Let's jump in because there's a lot. Why do I have 2 tabs up? All right. Cozy Mysteries. The lighter side of murder. Richard Osman has a new one in a new series. It's called We Solve Murders. Steve Wheeler is enjoying retired life. He still does the odd bit of investigation work, but he prefers his familiar routines: the pub quiz, his favorite bench, his cat waiting for him at home. His days of adventure are over. Adrenaline is daughter-in-law Amy's job now. Amy Wheeler thinks adrenaline is good for the soul. Working in private security every day is dangerous. She's currently on a remote island protecting mega bestseller author Rosie D'Antonio until a dead body and a bag of money mean trouble in paradise. So she sends an SOS to the only person she trusts. As a thrilling race around the world begins, can Amy and Steve outrun and outsmart a killer? Solving murders. It's a family business. And once again, I forgot to chart here. Good morning, Mary. Happy Monday. Looking dim and dirty today, hoping for rain. Oh, that'd be nice. Keeping fingers crossed anyway. Hi, Anita. Hope you had a good weekend. I did. I did a lot of crocheting on the wedding bedspread. I've started cake number 6 of 12. So very glad. Hi, Anita. Did you have a good show? Sold an expensive necklace to a man who was going to give it to his sister. Oh, nice. Was thrilled. So it was a good weekend because I was so happy he got it. Congratulations. Awesome. Indeed, Anita says that's awesome. Hope you're having actually a good afternoon, Anita. All right. We looked at the book that I forgot to click on. Let's go back to here. All right, so these are cozy mysteries. The fluffy side of crime. Murder Behind the Mask, third in the Serena Holloway mysteries by Wynne Bird. As Serena Holloway, a 30-year-old librarian and owner of Blackwell Manor, reluctantly agrees to help with the annual Singles Sweetheart Soiree in Ravenwood. Tasked with providing historical insights into a forbidden love affair from 1790, Serena isn't keen on anything related to Valentine's Day after a disastrous relationship. However, her knowledge is essential for the event's theme, so she agrees to participate. As mass singles mingle, enjoying speed dates and romantic dances, the festive atmosphere is shattered when Serena discovers the body of one of the singles. The victim is an antiques dealer who has been missing for over 2 months after leaving on a mission for Serena. No one knew he had returned to Ravenwood. With her fairy sidekick, Petal, Serena must solve the mystery without disrupting the soiree. They race against time to uncover the truth, fearing the revelation of the crime could cancel future events at the Blackwell Manor. Was the dealer killed in his quest for treasure? Did he share his secret with someone dangerous? Join Serena and Petal in this thrilling mystery filled with historical intrigue, masked romance, and a deadly secret waiting to be unveiled. But it's so very pink. I guess for Valentine's Day, but still, it's so very pink. You Can't Cheat Death by Peggy Doviak, first in the Magnolia Hill Mysteries. Perhaps a series. How about you, Anita? Did you have anything neat happen? I am, thank you. Oh, good. Kim, hope you're feeling chipper today and all is going well. Nope, had a quiet weekend, just resting. Those are the best. Those are the best. Anyone have an idea who started the cozy idea? They sure seem to have caught on big time. How's your healing going on, Anita? Hope you're recovering nicely. Indeed. Okay, weekend, rainy, so not much done. Again, they're my favorites. All right, this was You Can't Cheat Death. With her financial planning business beginning to flourish in Magnolia Hill, Oklahoma, Jillian Bradford is stunned to learn her old high school flame, Stan Savage, is not only back in town, but suddenly cutting into her business with rash promises of investing success. Jillian doesn't mind a little competition, but she knows Stan doesn't possess the smarts or the training to handle the precious retirement accounts of her savvy senior friends. No sooner does Jillian tell Stan to drop dead than her nemesis bites the Oklahoma dust in his Porsche. Having unearthed evidence that Stan had been running a Ponzi scheme, Jillian has a hunch that the lying, cheating thief had plenty of enemies in their small college town. But the police dismiss her theory and that Stan's death was more than an accident. Solving Stan's murder ever is in is ever present on Jillian's mind as she juggles clients while preparing her horse Agatha for the 4th of July parade. Will Jillian find the murderer before she becomes the next victim? And a nice red barn on the cover. Snapped and Framed! Exclamation point by Lucy Emblem, 6th in the Tamsin Kernick Cozy English Mysteries. Determined to sharpen her marketing skills for her beloved dog training school, Tamsin has enrolled in a photography course only to stumble upon a fresh mystery that focuses her energies. With her trusty canines and quirky companions from her favorite cafe, she dives into a whodunit that slowly comes into focus. As if unmasking a murderer isn't enough, a local child goes missing, sending shockwaves through his family. Tamsin's heart pounds as she and her four-legged heroes race against time to try and rescue the youngster and then collar the culprit. Can Tamsin and her courageous canine crew develop the perfect plan to bring a killer to justice and ensure a missing child's safe return? End of row 1. Rosie Point has a new one. She's getting into Tanya Kappa's territory and cranking out books. Sorry, copy was required. This is Almond Sprinkle Murder, 5th in the Spies and Food Truck Cozy Mystery series. An unexpected arson, an ice cream sprinkled with cyanide. Can this sleuth on the run solve the mystery before she's locked up instead? When Spy on the Run Delta Mission arrives in Burnt End, Missouri, she's just passing through. She's on her way to see her best friend in Texas and isn't expecting to stay longer than a night. But when the guest house she's renting a room in is set on fire, her plans change. As she's evacuating the guest house, Delta finds the body of the owner next to her ice cream truck. He's been poisoned, and the last thing he ate, a scoopful of Delta's almond sprinkle ice cream. With smoke in the air, a killer on the loose, and the local police convinced that Delta is the murderer, she's officially not allowed to leave town, unless she can solve the crime. Can Delta scoop out the killer before she's locked up for a murder she didn't commit? And will Barkington ever stop barking? That keeps me up at night too. Deadly as a walk in the park. I am, thanks. Out of the cast. Good. Have to wear a boot for a while. Oh, good. Yes, indeed. Keep it up. Have a cinnamon swirl coffee cake in the oven. Oh, my brain just went right there. So the house smells good. Sipping coffee and waiting impatiently for it to finish so I can dig in. Oh, I appreciate that. Yes, please have one for me. And then you can tell me about it. I'm gonna have to pick up groceries on my way to house dog sit this morning. Oh, get to see some fluffies. This is by W.H. Adair, second in the Brentwood Women Mystery Series. Victoria Brentwood calls the family together to solve the hit and run death of her neighbor, a murder that might be linked to the death of her beloved husband Robert 20 years earlier. Victoria, her daughter Hildegard, and granddaughter Grace live in Houston Heights neighborhood with their fur babies. Minuit is Victoria's rescue greyhound, Shasta is Hildy's yappy white schnauzer, and Katrina is Grace's regal Russian blue feline. Cameron Mitchell, Victoria's neighbor, is one of Minuit's BFFs. He collects Minuit every morning at 7 sharp for their morning jog. Today, he's nearly 30 minutes late. When Cam appears, he bundles her into his Mercedes and heads to Memorial Park. As he unhooks Minuit, a black SUV thunders across the lot. He commands Minuit to stay before he is hit. The police rule it a tragic accident. Cam's killing brings up the unsolved hit and run death of Victoria's husband 20 years earlier and brings the Brentwood women together to investigate. They find motives among his family, his company, and the university, as well as dark dealings in the past. It takes all the Brentwood women and their fearless fur friends to solve 3 murders and get Grace ready for the birth of the next generation of Brentwoods. Lots going on there. Revenge at the Rodeo. This is not my first rodeo. It's the 5th. By Jamie L. Adams. I live in Montana. I have never worn cowboy boots. Lily Cranston is still at the helm of Calico Rock Mine in Ghost Town, enjoying its success as Grady, California's premier tourist attraction. The town is abuzz with excitement as the annual rodeo approaches, promising thrills and entertainment for all. However, the festivities take a dark turn when one of the rodeo clowns is found dead, casting a pall over the event. An old friend reaches out to Lily with a desperate plea: retrieve a letter that could make her look guilty before anyone else finds it. As Lily delves into the investigation, she uncovers a tangled web of secrets and motives among the rodeo participants. The situation escalates when a member of her own family is harmed, adding urgency and danger to her quest for the truth. With the case in full swing and tensions running high, Lily must navigate a maze of clues and suspects to uncover the real killer and retrieve the incriminating letter. Can Lily solve the mystery and protect her friend's secret before the killer strikes again? Princess of the Savoy, a Priscilla Tempest mystery, book number 3 by Ron Bass and Prudence Emery. Check back into London's posh Savoy Hotel in the swinging 60s, where dark forces and murder are uninvited guests. Everything in London's Savoy Hotel appears to be the picture of perfection. 2 Italian princes are checking in, and an amorous English lord is taking photographs on the rooftop. But in the Savoy press office, it's a different picture entirely. There, Miss Priscilla Tempest is scrambling to avoid a boss who would like to be rid of her, a threatening American gangster, and the rather thrilling star of the Tarzan movies. And it isn't long before a fascist plot hatched in an English country estate arrives to truly ruin her day and threaten British democracy. Reluctant crime fighter Priscilla Tempest joins forces with her would-be lover, the ink-stained scribe of Fleet Street, Percy Hoskins, in a danger-filled adventure to untangle a deadly web of conspiracy that could get them both killed. And it's one of those multiple window covers that has been popular lately. And that's the end of that row. Repercussions, a Kay Driscoll mystery, book number 7 by Susan Bernhardt. Deirdre's tea room becomes an overnight sensation, a favorite go-to place in Sudbury Falls. Her scones are the talk of the town. Meanwhile, Elizabeth starts seeing copycat murders from her mystery novels everywhere. Phil's band gets a new gig at the Purple Orchid, a dodgy nightclub downtown where they try out their new drummer to a standing room only crowd. When a murder takes place and there are absolutely no suspects at all, the new chief of police, along with Kay and company, are stumped. Is this the perfect crime? Will the murder go unsolved? Welcome back to Kay's world. The Sullivan's Island Supper Club, a Carolina Tale by Susan M. Boyer, third in that series. Welcome to Sullivan's Island, an idyllic beachside town just outside Charleston, South Carolina. This serene, unspoiled sanctuary offers tourists a picturesque taste of the lush low country, while the locals enjoy a laid-back small-town lifestyle. Amidst an eclectic mix of newcomers and natives, lifelong resident and social maven Tallulah Wentworth's legendary monthly dinners have united an unlikely group of women into the very best of friends. To outsiders, this sunny seaside haven is nothing short of paradise, but the residents of this beachside hamlet know that it harbors its share of troubles. Everyone has an opinion about the most hotly contested local issue, how to manage the maritime forest that sprung up on accreted land, and civility is quickly running out at both town council meetings and its online forums. When a neighborhood meet and greet devolves into violence, several pillars of the community are led away in handcuffs. By the next morning, a very real, very dead body is the newest addition to Sarah Beth Boone's spooky Halloween graveyard display. But who could possibly be responsible for such a heinous act? Did someone finally snap over the mounting tension between conservationists and cutters? Or was this a premeditated act perpetuated by an opportunistic killer masquerading as a trustworthy friend and neighbor? Killer Under Contract, Cindy York Mysteries, book number 6 by Catherine Bruns. There's no such thing as the perfect house when karma comes to call. With the real estate world thriving and her daughter's wedding right around the corner, Cindy York is busier than ever. The bridal couple is searching for the home of their dreams, and Cindy's only too pleased to help. When the happy couple finally locates a home, Cindy is less than thrilled to discover that the listing agent is Hillary Ryder, a condescending snob who once dated her husband. For her daughter's sake, she tries to cooperate and get the sale over with as soon as possible. But when Cindy finds Hillary's lifeless body in the house, she realizes that her troubles are only just beginning. Why do people go into real estate? Because they find bodies all the time. Cindy doesn't want to get involved in another murder, but it soon becomes evident that someone doesn't want this house to sell. What kind of secrets are lurking inside? Cindy is determined to close the deal, but she might die trying. But Not for Me by Allison A. Davis, first in the Kay Schiffner mysteries. 1958 San Francisco, beatniks, Eisenhower, Fillmore District Jazz, and Major League Baseball. As Mayor George Christopher fights an influx of organized crime and redevelopment begins to transform the city, racial and political tensions rise when a black real estate magnate is murdered. See, I tell you, real estate. Kay Schiffner is a practicing lawyer by day during a time when women were rarely hired as lawyers, and at night secretly follows her passion for playing jazz at the Blue Moon in San Francisco's Fillmore District, a neighborhood where good white women weren't supposed to go. Letitia Boone is the Fillmore District's only black female club owner, having started her career in her father's barbecue joint. She's not about to give up her successful and elegant Blue Moon when threatened by redevelopment and betrayed by men who don't believe women should run a business, even when threats turn deadly. When Letitia is arrested for murder, Kay's search for the truth leads her from city politics to the mafia, beatnik poets to union graft. As pressure mounts from her boss, the police force, and organized crime, Kay must make an impossible choice: to save her hard-won job as a lawyer or to risk her own life and livelihood to try and save the friend and her club that gave her music. I apologize. I wasn't on that tab again. Oh, I'm bad. I should stay home. And that's the end of that row. Did I? I'll double check today's broadcast. Oh, thank you. I'm coming to you from the future. Chaos in the Canyon. Oh, I think this one was the one. Yes, this is the one in Montana, actually, out of Billings, where I live. And they're visiting Pompey's Pillar, which is a hop, skip, and a jump from here, where Lewis and Clark made their mark. Chaos in the Canyon by Teresa L. Carter, fifth in the Alex Page Travel Mysteries. In the vast Montana landscape, secrets run deep, and someone is willing to kill to keep them buried. A travel conference is supposed to be all about exploration, but when Alex Page attends, the agenda is a real killer. Travel writer Alex Page's Montana adventure takes an unexpected turn when a controversial reenactor winds up dead. With her best friend William as the prime suspect, Alex's plan quickly becomes a race against time. Navigating a maze of local lore, long-held grudges, and surprising alliances, Alex must unravel a tangled web of greed and betrayal. From picturesque Pompey's Pillar to the rugged depths of Bighorn Canyon, every clue brings her closer to the truth and to a killer determined to keep the past buried. Mystery, adventure, and a touch of danger await in this gripping installment, etc., etc. So, yes, this is where I live. Hang on a second. There it goes. How about that? All right. So remember that we ended on the Montana one. We'll look at the rest of these, and there are more. I didn't put them all here, probably as the week goes on, but definitely on Friday. All right. You've noticed I've switched to fall. It is the middle of September, and I love and adore fall, but they were pushing fall on me for the last couple months on YouTube. So, oh, thank you. Hard day to look perky after a weekend, indeed. I have the post earrings that Randy sold last week, doing a nasty finger gesture in honor of Monday. Kim, have a good day, y'all. Pray I start feeling better. Indeed, we are sending you good vibes. That's no fun. All right. So tomorrow we'll be looking at mysteries and thrillers. So the darker side, grittier side of crime fiction. I don't have any sprints tonight, but I will have them tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. I do them 3 times a week, every Tuesday and Thursday evenings, and the Saturday afternoons. Hope you have a very good Monday. Read good books, and as the banner says here, don't be a bookworm, be a bookie monster. Nom nom. Have a good day, and God bless.